What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. On my way to work today. As you can see, I am driving the Dragon today, despite the fact that it is leaking a little bit of oil. However, I did take it down to the dealer and they did check it out. They said it's not leaking too bad and just monitor, the oil level periodically. So definitely going to be on top of that. I did get a hold of Frank at Revolution Street Cars. He is going to be able to fix this oil leak for me. Obviously, this is not an issue that had anything to do with him, but we do need to get it addressed fairly soon. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Also have a check engine light on, which I did have them check that at the dealer as well. Turns out it's just an air intake sensor light or something like that, so nothing to be overly concerned with. However, I did do something, or I almost did something that's pretty crazy, so just curious to hear in the comments below what you think about this. But got a little bit of a wild hair up my ass over the weekend, and while the car was at the dealer, while they were checking out the oil leak, I did take a look at a new ZL1. And it is a pretty sweet car. It's a pretty sweet car. And actually ran the numbers, what I could get for my trade-in, this and that, and obviously I was going to be losing my ass. And almost pulled the trigger on it, believe it or not. However, when I did go to test drive the car, just wasn't really blown away by it, to be honest with you. How do I feel about the Corvette versus the Camaro? Well, this is just a personal experience, and everyone has their own ideas of what they like. And I mean, you must face it. I mean, a Corvette's a Corvette and a Camaro's a Camaro. They're completely different cars, although they may share the same engine, on the ZL1 versus the new Z06. They both have the LT4, 650 horsepower, 650 foot-pound of torque. In the end of the day, it's, what do you like? And to be honest with you, nothing that I've owned before has quite given me the same feeling as driving a C7 Corvette. I mean, it's basically like driving a supercar, in my opinion. I mean, when you look over the hood and you see that, the wheel well scoops and stuff like that, I mean, it's just an amazing car. It makes you feel like you're driving something very exotic. And that's something that, honestly, in my opinion, you just don't get that feeling when driving a Camaro. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice car, and I'm sure a lot of people like Camaros. And, to each their own. I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's a fast car. I mean, it's got great reviews, this and that. However, just the way you sat in the car, as far as how comfortable it was, just felt like a big, heavy car. And, of course, this was a 10-speed automatic as well, which I'm used to driving a manual. Kind of like the manual. Not to say I'd be opposed to getting an automatic transmission, but just not sure. Anyway, so long story short, just wasn't really blown away with the car. I was prepared to pull the trigger, even though it would have been a really big mistake probably, just, to get out from under this car that who knows if it could have issues down the line, seeing as I have no warranty or whatever. But just wasn't very excited about the car, so very glad I didn't do that. Like I say, I'd love to hear the comments below what you think about that, and but I just couldn't see pulling the trigger on something that just didn't make me that excited when I drove it. And I'll tell you what, when I first drove the C7 Corvette, I mean, I was literally almost jumping up and down. Almost had to hide it a little bit because obviously I want to get a good deal on the car, and you don't want them to think that, oh my God, this guy loves the car so much, he's gonna, we don't have to come down in price or anything. But that's just my feeling on it. And so I'm glad I stuck with the Corvette. I mean, this car is badass in my opinion, and that's all that really matters. Anyway, that's about it for today. And if you're checking in for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. Also, if you like the video, please pound the like button, and have a great day.